They say that some things, once broken, can never be mended. But in the forgotten corners of the world's great arteries, there are those who believe in a different truth. They believe that every fracture carries within it a promise. The promise of rebirth. This is a symphony of steel, grease, and sweat. A dance where man and machine find a shared rhythm. Their work is more than just repair. It is a ritual. A ceremony to wash away the fatigue of a long journey. To return to the metal its weary soul. Every broken piece is a story. A silent testament to the roads it has traveled. And in this fire, a new chapter is about to be forged. Their hands do not just hold tools. They wield the power to make the old new again. To transform a fracture into a bond far stronger than before. This weld does not just join two pieces of metal. It is a declaration that nothing is ever truly lost. There's only transformation. Sometimes to heal, you must use fire. You must embrace destruction to make way for creation. The hammer falls not to punish, but to shape. To remind the metal of the form it has forgotten. Each layer of reinforcement is a new layer of meaning. An oath of strength. A guarantee for the miles that lie ahead. This process requires patience. And a profound faith that from the ashes, beauty will rise. They are not just striking the weld. They are awakening the life that lies dormant within. Then the sparks fly again, grinding away the excess, to reveal the solid core beneath the rough exterior. The metal is tempered in the flame. Just as the human spirit is tested by hardship. Under pressure, it does not break. It bends and finds a new kind of resilience. The scattered pieces begin to find their way back to each other. Every bolt, every washer has its place. And then, from the wreckage, a whole is born again. Their hands, stained by labor, are breathing life into it. The steam of recovery rises from the warm steel, and the cycle begins anew. Beneath the truck, in the cramped darkness, they find clarity. They are the guardians of the journey, ensuring that every turn of the wheel is a safe one. The brake system is not just metal and fluid. It is the promise of a safe stop at the end of every run. These trucks don't just carry cargo. They carry dreams, they carry hopes, and the weight of entire lives. When a giant machine falls, the world seems to pause for a moment. But they are here to restart time. To lift the weight of an entire economy. Removing a wheel is not just a mechanical act. It is the first step toward the heart of the problem. Inside the hard shell lies a complex mechanism. A world of gears and bearings. All must work in absolute harmony. This work requires strength. But more than that, it requires understanding. Understanding the language of metal, of wear and stress. They listen to the machine's whispers. The signs that others might ignore. Together they can move mountains. Or, at the very least, a heavy suspension assembly. This is the evidence of a battle fought. And now, it is brought to a place of healing. In the workshop, the fire is lit again, a beacon in the gloom. Welding is a dialogue between the artisan and the alloy. A dance of creation and control. The hammers tap, reaffirming the bond. Then the ancient lathe sings, spinning the axle into a new life. Every rotation is a refinement, taking away the imperfect, to leave a smooth surface ready for the future. Precision is everything. A small mistake here could lead to a catastrophe on the road. But here, there is no room for error. These mechanics don't just work with their hands. They work with their souls. They feel every thread, every vibration. Assembly is an art of patience. Each part must fit perfectly into the next. The final flash of the grinder, like a farewell kiss. The drive axle, the heart of the powertrain, is revived. The oil stain on the ground, a mark of the healing that took place. This small truck plays a vital role. It is the ambulance carrying the heaviest of patients. And so, the rescue mission begins again. One team, one goal, to get this giant back on its feet. They work in a silent understanding. Each man knows his role precisely. The wheel hub, the connection between the vehicle and the earth. The fulcrum for tons of weight and hope. They work as a single, unified organism. Their hands moving with a familiar grace over the machine's parts. The brakes are given special attention. Because they know it is life that they hold in their hands. The work continues without hesitation. These roads are more than just asphalt and stone. They are the stages where dramas of resilience are performed daily. The trucks here are not just vehicles. They are mobile works of art carrying an entire culture on their backs. But even beauty can break down. The suspension, the vehicle's skeleton, has borne too much. But strength is not only found in the individual. It is found in unity, in the sharing of a burden. The jack is placed not just to lift a truck, but to lift a livelihood. Their tools may be old, but their experience and skill are timeless. A simple block of wood becomes an anchor of stability. In this world, everything can be repurposed. The mechanic lies beneath the vehicle in the most vulnerable position, but his trust in his comrades is absolute. They are a family bound by grease and courage. The strength of many can achieve the extraordinary. They work like an orchestra, each playing a different instrument. Together creating a symphony of restoration. And bit by bit, order is restored. Exhaustion is etched on the man's face. But in his eyes, a fire burns that never goes out. The tire, the only point of contact with the ground. It holds the faith of an entire journey. Returning to the core of the problem, where the vehicle's life is at stake. The broken part is carried away. Night falls, but the work does not stop. Under a faint light, their hands continue their tireless work. Because they know that somewhere a driver is waiting. A family is waiting for their loved one to return. The old bearing the tired soul of the wheel. It is time for it to be replaced. A new heart is put in place. They check every detail again. Their caution is a shield for others. The final turn of the wrench, a commitment. That everything is ready. For the wheels to turn again on the open road, so that the rhythm of life is not interrupted. As dawn breaks, they gather their tools and disappear into the crowd. When darkness falls, their world becomes even clearer. The rush of the day is gone. Only this silent dialogue remains. Under the streetlights, the truck is a resting beast, waiting to be healed. Cleaning is not just about removing dirt. It is a sign of respect for the machine, a preparation for its rebirth. Sometimes, to dismantle a problem, you need more than just strength. You need finesse and a deep understanding. And here, the full story is laid bare, complex and raw. With hammer and determination, they begin to piece the fragments back together. Every strike is a rhythm of recreation. Modern technology meets traditional skill. The machine assists, but the human hand makes the final decision. A part that was dead, rusted, and forgotten. But in their hands, it still has a chance. The new hole is not a wound. It is a doorway to a new future. Absolute precision where there is no margin for error. They are rebuilding the very foundation of movement. Grease is the blood of the machine. It lubricates, protects, and sustains life. The work begins with intense focus. The strength of two men merged into one. They understand each other without words, only through the rhythm of the work. Cleanliness is the first step of trust. Then the wheel rolls again, not on the truck, but on its own path. The hub stands alone, awaiting its return. And so the reassembly begins, reversing the breakdown. Each bolt tightened, reinforcing the promise of safety. 3 men, united in a single purpose, making the impossible possible. And then the machine roars to life, ready to conquer the roads again. This was the cause of it all, a reminder of fragility. But for every problem, they have a solution. The work is never done. It just moves from one part to the next. Seamless coordination is the key to success. They work with an almost meditative focus. The suspension is resurrected, ready to bear the load again. The final check, a seal of approval. The drivetrain is tended to so power can flow uninterrupted, wiping away the traces of the surgery. And the truck is reborn, stronger than before. Underneath the chassis, the mechanic finds his own space. The old parts tell a story of fatigue. But in that pool of oil, there is a glimmer of hope. It takes the strength of a collective to raise a giant. The little three-wheeler again performs its mission of carrying life. Fire and smoke, the cleansing ritual before the healing. Each part is carefully removed. And then the light of creation erupts again. They are redrawing the lines of strength. This scar will be a testament to endurance. The process of reassembly begins. The rear axle is almost complete. Every bolt is tightened, locking in the future. Meticulous care in every phase. A perfect fit is the ultimate goal. They work tirelessly. Because they believe in their craft. And now it is ready to return. They prepare to return the soul to the body. The surgery was a success. This work is not just about machines. It is about keeping the world in motion. Keeping the bearings of life itself turning, so that every journey can find its end, and every driver can return home. This is their silent mission. A very special thank you to the owner of the YouTube channel at Pack Mechanics for creating this wonderful video and allowing me to comment. If you enjoyed this narrative, please visit and support their channel at the link in the description below.